imagine a parking lot real quick. Like, if you do not move that car out of the parking lot, then you can't put another car in that parking spot. And like, that's how your brain works. It's taking up space that could be used for a new idea. First of all, hair is fucking everywhere right now. I just had such a weird dream. My god, what a weird way to this is gonna be a really dark way to start this week off. But I literally had a dream that like the world was coming to an end through ants. It was like an ant apocalypse. Literally, like, what sealed the deal for me, literally, was a sealed goods, like Rice Krispie squares, had ants crawling inside of it. I was like, okay, it's over. I was imagining like ants inside my bloodstream and like any like waters, like I was imagining I was about to piss ants. So anyways, I was ready to literally off myself, and I was saying my final goodbyes to like people I care about, and it was so fucking sad, and I was just like super detached. And yeah, so that's an interesting way to start out my week after something like that happens, where I'm like, it's very like trauma based, because that was fucking, yes, you can experience trauma in your dreams, it'll still probably affect you and your day to day. So what I'll do next is the proactive action step is to wear one of these across my head, if you will. And yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's like, you can think of it like Chinese type of symbols that represent things at an energetic level, or you could just like think of it as a placebo if you can't wrap your head around the effects of symbols. Anyways, the whole fucking point is that you keep this around your neck for 15 minutes plus, and you are very likely to feel better after, if you're aware enough, that is. I'm gonna go get started on my day. I have a lot of editing to do. That's the funny thing about this. I feel like this week is just gonna be a shit ton of editing, so it's just gonna be almost like all content stuff. Let's get to it, shall we? I just had some more thoughts on what I was saying before. It was extra strange because I haven't thought about like death like that in such a long time. Went through a very dark point in my early, like mid-teens type of thing, like 16ish, and it was just weird to think that type of thought of like, I'm going to end it. Very weird. What a fucking weird way to start this vlog, man, I swear. It's just fucked. You kicked ass. I'm fucking done. This is so funny to edit, my god. Oh my god. This fucking video, man. Alright, so your boy is just got called in earlier for a show, so I'm gonna do that. But this is going really funny. I'm enjoying these, like, I created some what do you call it, some title cards, if you will, for the song name as well as the artist. Also, I find I talk so fucking much in this. I'm just trying to clip more and more. Each time I go back, I'm clipping more and just trying to keep this essential and not so cluttered. It is a journey to do this though, especially for someone like me that wants to keep everything. So anyways, also gotta post before I leave. Fuck, I am running out of time. All right, shift is over. That was a good shift. You know, I love leaving a shift energized, and like I'm able to when I'm with the right people and I don't have like anxiety the whole fucking shift. And I know I like have people that have my back, as well as if I'm laughing during my shift, and like it was just a good shift. I enjoyed it. So like all of those things contribute to me leaving energized, and now I can actually go do shit. It's, what is it, 11:30 right now, and I can go get stuff done for like the next hour or whatever, and that brings me joy. So I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, great shifts. Probably the funniest trio to work with is when Esme, myself, and Alyssa are all in at the same time. It's fucking priceless. So anyways, great shift, and I'm just grateful that I now have energy to go do other things beyond Starbucks. And I appreciate all the laughs we had tonight. A+. Also, thank God to Alyssa for bringing like all these treats. So fucking generous. Really appreciated. Had like fucking jubes, donuts, like cookies. There's so much stuff. Massive gratitude. It was very fucking good. Also enjoying this green tea right now. Love it. Caffeine is nice. Don't get confused. This is not me praying. This is literally me listening to dubstep. The one that Hayes is in. Definitely experimental. Praying for the dubstep gods. Jesus, man. I look over and it's literally been 10 minutes. That's insane. Alright, also, I'm just gonna go to fucking bed right now. I am tired as fuck right now and I'm ready to sleep. Also, goddamn, this vlog is gonna be long as shit. I mean last week's because I'm editing it right now. Fuck, I'm scared. So much content and I don't want to delete so much, but I'm going to have to delete some for sure. Okay, your boy is out. I'm not actually red, it's just my laptop being red. Alright, so it's Tuesday now and I am waking up late as fuck again. Good lord, I need to fix this. So I just want to talk to you really quick about like how I start my day in terms of priorities wise. Powerless is very baked into everything, which is 5 critical tasks that are going to move me forward. Ideally, they're not habits, but sometimes they end up being habits because it's complicated. That's another, a message for another day. But I need to choose things that have a lot of creativity and a lot of mental energy required in that task, if I'm gonna put it first, generally speaking, because I wake up and I'm so fucking charged, even without caffeine. And when I get caffeine in me as well, good night Gym Kite, I have so much energy. Plus if I use some Neural Force, not sponsored, but just a very useful supplement that I use for brain focus fuel and just like channeling all my mental energy into one specific task and area, I find very useful. My great challenge with this though is like I do not have like my magic period is absolutely first thing, but I do not have this all day, so like there's only so much progress I can make in a day right now, and that might be a limiting belief that I have to look at. But for me, it's just been my experience thus far of like I want to get more shit done later in the day. I just don't have this like all this focus, all this clarity, all this mental energy and willpower that I have first thing. So I've got to place whatever's hardest or whatever's requiring the most mental energy first thing. And right now, that's probably going to be editing my top 50 and brainstorming names. Definitely, especially brainstorming names right now, because when I'm first thing, brainstorming is absolutely like cake. So, but later in the day, not so much. Also, I just want to highlight that I'm a little bit discouraged about this week's vlog because I feel like I'm just going to be editing last week's vlog because there's so much fucking footage. I'm very discouraged at how much there is because I'm like, how the fuck am I going to have to cut this down to like 30 minutes or whatever? I don't want another long ass piece of content in my week, but it is what it is. It's a fucking weekly vlog, so I guess that's part of it, but fuck, it's a little bit annoying, man. Like, the funny thing is I actually want to show more than I did last week, for example, but like, holy fuck, I don't know how long these are gonna end up if I keep doing that. And I know I can't really go on long rants on these because time is of the essence in these vlogs, I feel like. So I'm not really sure. Here's what I know though. The more I will do these, the better I will become at getting a grasp in real time of like where I'm at in terms of things. Because like, for example, with reflections, I've become this like ninja with reflections where I can edit in real time, know how long things are coming out, combine points to save time or go as long as that. Like I have an awareness because I've been doing it for so long that I will develop in vlogging as well. And on the vlogging front, I've got like just the music thing, man. This is where things get way too confusing. I'm using like freesound.org for finding potential noises because I like transitions. I just remembered something so key. I have cold brew waiting for me in the fridge, and that is what I'm gonna drink now. But before I do that, I need to break my fast because there's so much sweet cream and vanilla and stuff like that inside there. So I just got a quick shake, and that's how I break my fast, and then I can drink my cold brew with pleasure and not feel guilty about it. And from what I've been told, it's very important what you choose as your first thing to break your fast with. So I try to do it with healthier shit. This is protein shake. I cannot find a name for the life of me for what was formerly known as gems. I just don't know. Also, not really sure with vlog as well. Got some potentials here. I like daily action and action stuff. That's interesting because it's more action based rather than talking based, if you will. Also, interviews, probably thinking differently. But I also like Beyond the Box and something about Mastermind. Though Mastermind's kind of fucking cringe, to be honest. Fuck. I don't really know right now. I think this just goes to show how important it is to just keep writing things down. I have like 30 items here for this series and I still don't like any of them enough to use them right now. It's just about putting ideas down even if they suck, because like getting it out of your brain is the fucking key, because then you can work with it, expand it, change it, throw it completely out. But if you keep it stuck there, you're taking up a spot. Imagine a parking lot real quick. Like, if you do not move that car out of the parking lot, then you can't put another car in that parking spot. And like, that's how your brain works. It's taking up space that could be used for a new idea. So I don't know if that metaphor sucked, but it is what it is. Special. There we go. Or like spectacular. There's just so many potentials I could use. I'm so fucking glad I decided to look for these positive words, if you will. And like, because I'm feeling quite stuck. And when I get stuck, it's better to look outside rather than inside, I find. And then come back to inside, see how I feel about things, see if they line up with where I want to take this, and then continue that cycle until I find something that feels like it's in the sweet spot, if you will. All right, current one that's in the lead for the recommendation series is Special Selects. But like, will I use that? I have no fucking clue. I'm really finding a lot of value though in looking at blogs, if you will, that like include words of like a shit ton of nouns or adjectives that start with XYZ letter. That's been very useful for getting ideas. Okay, so note to selects because, and I quote, it sounds like sex. But yeah, it's actually really. I forget to say it out loud first though.
Yeah, and Josh can't even say it.
Exactly, and like.
So go ahead, say it again.
Selects.
Say the full thing.
Josh just selects.
Next.
It's actually super key though to say it out loud, and I haven't actually got around to that yet. That's actually something that one of my friends is suggesting me to do that does branding and stuff like that. So he's like, say it out loud. It helps crystallize which one is the best, because if you can't say it or if it's not natural, yeah, it's not a good name. Okay, wait, what about like stuff I'm sharing or
terrible stuff I'm sharing? Don't use stuff or things. It's so lazy. You're so much smarter than that.
I'm struggling with this.
I can see. Perhaps you need to give it a bit of space.
Maybe. You're right on like stuff and things being awful.
Sounds like kindergarten.
Fuck you.
I love you.
Love you too.
At least I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Absolutely obsessed with these things right now. English muffin, Swiss cheese, and then ham, and an egg, and some butter on the bottom. Literal heaven. Alright, so I try to always get this spot in the back corner because it's all away from everyone. And look who shows up out of the blue. We're back at it. Yo, you know what's
honestly
really cool?
I don't live here.
You know what's awesome though? You were the first person who has ever been in my vlog.
Really?
Yeah, because like I started last Monday, right?
That's high praise.
Yeah. So like I got you and Dave in the conversation, and
Episode 1, beautiful.
yeah, I'm excited.
I think you probably, in some ways, naturally have the harder skills to learn, like customer service, going above and beyond, being able to anticipate the little things, being able to read people, interact with people. That's the most important part of gigs like this, and that's the hardest thing to learn if you're not a natural, or if you're somewhat introverted or uncomfortable with that. I mean, you guys have a huge menu, and it's a very specialized type of thing that you're making, so that's a shit ton to learn, but that stuff's more like rote learning, right? So I mean, eventually that just becomes automatic.
Yeah, that's definitely the commodity. Where it's like, I think personally I'm the best at customer development, or not customer development, customer connections here. So what we call it, and like that is the skill that transcends Starbucks, like the most of anything I've worked on here, because that's like anyone can learn the menu. It's another animal to be able to connect with people on a different type of level, like this.
Yeah.
Like I think it's cool as fuck. Now something completely different. Me going to the gym after work. I'd never do this ever. I always work out before, but I felt like trying something new today. So we'll see how it fucking goes. Oh my god. There's literally no one here. This is fucking a dream come true. Holy shit. I am die. Good Life Fitness, baby. Let's fucking do this. So dead. Love it. Basically no one here. Review real quick before I leave this parking lot. It actually went quite well. All the fucking intense people I think come out at this time. It's like 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. rather. And it was also really funny. First of all, really good workout. I also smashed my numbers in the incline, which I was not expecting, because I was working out after work. It's something I never do because I don't feel like I get very strong lifts after work. But anyways, I also saw a guy that was decked out in the fucking exact same type of shit with just different brands, but like blue pant. Like it was so strange. Everything was exactly the same basically. So that was interesting. But overall, really good workout. Also listened to Cod Dubs Volume 3 Slice and Dice, and it was fucking going off. Had a good time. Time to go eat. Time to go hydrate. Finish powerless stuff, and then go the fuck to bed. I swear, this vlog is really exposing me for how much random shit I bring up in these recordings. So yeah, I just hit on my editing for the top 50. I just hit number 2, so we're close. It's down to about, I think, 37 minutes right now or something like that. I wonder if I can get it a little bit lower than that, but overall, hoping I don't get flagged for copyright. But fuck, this was actually a really cool piece. Even if I needed to take it down and just put it in like Google Drive, I think it's just good for content other places, as well as just like a good tool to serve as my memory for eventually I'll come back and be like, what was I listening to at this point? And that's when all this shit, that's the beautiful thing about documenting. I love that, because you can time travel and go back to where you were at that point and see what you were thinking about, what you were interested in, all that type of jazz. And it's really, really, really valuable to oneself. Okay, I gotta go to work now, or get ready for work rather, and then go to work, and then early shift finish tonight meeting. So I'll come back, do some more shit, and progress. Also, Kitty. Buddy. Alright, gotta go though. The usual right here, strawberry acai, lemonade. Such a good shift so far though. Completely in flow. And it's amazing working when it's like this. When it's not, it is my nightmare. Period. Also feeling very loved this shift. I kicked ass and made an A+ bone dry cappuccino, which is like the hardest drink to fucking make here, I swear to God. And the guy said it was literally perfect, and I was like, thank you so much, sir. He was so kind. And then number 2, getting a ton of love from customers. Just feels so fucking good. I'm killing it right now. Love it. Good shift overall today. Feeling a little bit tired right now though. But also Rebecca said something so sweet at the end. She's heard that I am so good at customer connections that it's actually at my fault sometimes. And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a good compliment. Because like the fault part I fixed, I think. but I'm not good that I'm like, I need to be doing other things besides connecting type of thing, aka the things that need to be done. Overall, good day. I was getting a ton of love from customers, and those are my favorite shifts because words of affirmation, maybe. Anyways, gonna go eat real quick and recharge and hopefully get some more shit done. Friend is back. Here you go.
For me?
For you.
No way! Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Is
You're
it
welcome.
actually?
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice of you. Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome home. Birthday cake pops are fucking life. So that's one. Use your 50 stars as a bakery item because I think that's the best bang for your buck you can get. Also cafe misto, but I'll save that trick for another day. I save mine for things like cake pops and cookies and shit like that because it's just so fucking damn good.
Vlog.
When are we taking down the tree?
We are not.
We should.
We are not. It's here to stay.
If it's here to stay, you've got to go. I keep thinking about potentially getting a nose ring. I think I'd probably do like a loop. So I'm gonna throw something up as a poll. I just used this fucking app to like add some quick like jewelry and saving me in time instead of photoshopping it all. I'm just gonna throw the picture up as a poll and see what Instagram thinks. It's always good to get that data from people. See what they're thinking about things, because I have no idea if I'll actually get this, but it's just cool to throw it out there anyways. Ayo, it is Thursday, my day off today, thank God, and I'm just gonna catch up on a lot of things right now today and also recharge. Never not great. By the way, key thing with this, if you're going home and it's like 8 p.m. and you may probably think, hey, this is not a great time to get some cold brew right now and stay up till 4 a.m. As if I didn't stay up till 4 a.m. last night anyways, but besides the point. You can get your partner bev and just like put it in the fridge. I have my reusable mug that I use mostly, but I tend to use my last partner bev to make something that I'll drink in the morning so I don't have to make myself coffee. Let's get started, Omar, shall we? Strongly suggested. I might use this as my recommendation series. I think I've written down 160 something at this point. It's fucking ridiculous. I think that came up at around 130 type of thing. But yeah, I feel like that has potential to be so strongly suggested for me. Like, it's not like I'm forcing you to do it. I just highly recommend you do this. And I think it can bring you some value. That type of thing. I'm not so sure if strongly is the right word because I don't know. I'm torn, but I like the idea of it, and so far it's probably the best I've found, besides low-key duplicating a Spotify, like just stealing the idea from a Spotify playlist of fresh finds or whatever. I like freshly found. It's interesting. It's like a past tense version. Really like, I think it's alliterations, or whatever the fuck they're called. That feels to be the right move for my recommendation series, at least. But yeah, it's 100%. It's just about getting as many ideas down as possible, and then from that garbage, you eventually just have a higher odd or a higher chance, if you will, of creating that amazing idea. And that's why I did not stop after not getting my ideal name in the first like 10 or whatever. I fucking went to like 160. I'll show you how many fucking ridiculous names there are. Like, so many gifts that keep on giving. There's just so many. So yeah, but it's just all about like putting things down so you have an opportunity to come up with a new idea, because if you're holding on to an idea for too long, that is taking up a spot that could be in place of a new fresh idea that could be way fucking better. So just write everything down when you're brainstorming. Very, very, very key. I'm very good at this. If you're curious how I came up with this name, actually, here's what I did. I went to this website called rhymezone.com. I put in the word recommendations, just to come up with some things that I felt might be accurate. and then I put find descriptive words. It gave me some words that will come after, meaning like recommendations, which is not what I want. So then I went below and I was like, okay, what comes before recommendations? So like specific recommendations, current recommendations. And then I came across strong, and then I was like, strongly, and then I put it with another S word, which is suggestions, or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember what my series is called, honestly. One sec. What is it fucking called? Strong suggestions? Strongly suggested? Yeah. So then I added like the ly and then made it past tense, and yeah. And now we're fucking Gucci. So I'm excited about this. Holds potential. We'll see if I actually use it. I have so many fucking series names right now. I'm trying to like combine them all together and see like what works with what type of thing. Here's like the current first edition. Here we go. You can see all these. So yeah, we'll see if any of those actually go down. I don't fucking know. I'm just experimenting and seeing what potentially could work. I still don't 100% know what I want to use my vlog. I'm very set right now on the weekly or the latest with Josh Moxey as my newsletter. That feels very like a good name. And vlog wise, I like the process, but I'm not sure if I want to do like L7 or something like that, like to represent like last 7 days. Beauty in the Base seems to be a lock. Strongly suggested also seems like a good one. Q&A, no fucking idea. Interviews, probably a different perspective or thinking differently. As for my actual podcast name, I might do Passion and Purpose, or Life by Design, or The Journey, or The Evolution, or something. I don't even fucking know. Doing all the levels now with the audio. Fuck, because I'm tired right now. I'm just gonna go take a quick break, because I've been just like going at it for 3 hours now or something like that. I don't even know. Anyways, breaks are good. Don't forget to take breaks if you need them. Self-awareness over everything. Fuck this 24 hustle thing. Please help. Do I need a stud?
You're not getting it.
I might.
I don't think you should.
That's great, but like, do I need a stud, or can I just go right to hoop? So like, what? Like in theory, I could probably just
Tell him to not get it. Like everyone says no. I don't know why he's thinking of getting it.
Everyone says no, meaning you, dad, you and dad, and that's it.
Your mom. Oh God.
What are your thoughts?
I don't like.
Did you see the photo or no?
Yes.
So why didn't you press hate? Here you go. See, I want to see if people like his. Although people, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but if everyone says hate, you're gonna do it. I'm like stuck in a hard place.
You're right.
If everyone doesn't want you to do it, you're like, fuck all of you, I'm gonna do it. And then, hi. And then, if everyone does it, then you'll do it. So I'm stuck. So
this is true. It actually doesn't matter what people say. At the end of the day, I'm just curious what people think, and then I'll just do whatever I choose to do. It's usually the motto. Yes. So. He's also obsessed with going to this fucking mat. Meow. He's associated this mat with just scratches, so he just runs to it 24/7. Right, kitty? You the best. See you, kitty. So something I need to work on is definitely like how often I'm late. I'm not proud of it at all. I just don't feel good when I'm late, and yet I continue to fucking do it. It's so fucking ass backwards. Anyways, I might just like make it in the nick of time, but probably I'm late right now, and I'm just going to Costco to get groceries with Zach. Dude, I didn't even think it was you at first.
Hi.
How are you, buddy? I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you too.
right.
What's the rule? You grab like a card on the way, right?
Yeah, so we can do like an S formation, if you will.
There's lots of ways to pivot, which is key. Like we specifically created it this time. So startable, we fucked up and didn't create pivot areas, whereas this time, like right away, like we could think of like 3 or 4 things we just spitball where like we could pivot and be very specific, like take single features out of things and create a business out of just that.
Guaranteed success.
Yeah, so, and even just the data sheet alone, like I could sell for thousands of dollars.
Okay, that's gangster. And like that'd be worth all your time plus the experience and lessons.
Exactly, so.
You're flying.
Like I enjoy the creating side of it and the journey side of it, which is important. Also just working with Kyle, like that's really fun. And just like the brainstorming stuff is great, but
that's cool.
But at the same time, it's now like, we also picked a topic that I'm also passionate about, like the marketing content strategy side. Like I also like that stuff. So it's just interesting to dig deeper in. So then now I'm like, oh, I really want to like have an actual career that I created out of this in a passionate, or in a field that I'm passionate about. It's like a double win, right? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and the more bullshit that happens at the office, I'm like, oh, the more I want to just run a company the way I want, so I can like avoid those things. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you. That was cool, by the way. That was the first time I've actually like, properly talked to someone about all of the content stuff and shared with Zach like a lot of my perspective on how I'm changing things going forward, as well as like painting a somewhat detailed picture of like what I want to do with like my vision and how I'm moving it towards others instead of just myself, and how like the long term is about helping people be happier and more successful and like thriving in every area they choose to. And it was cool. I always know that Zach has my back and love that dude to pieces, and it's just a pleasure to call him a brother. Like we're that close and we've known each other for that long. Appreciate the fuck out of him. I just always love these conversations. It's the best. Very excited to see him blossom over his career as well. This is the fucking good life. I already had some wine. We're thriving out here. And we have a shit ton of chocolate to consume. Love. Boys and girls, the results just came in. I think it was 66% said love on my story for potentially getting a nose ring. And I'm very considering this right now. Ultimately, I was just going to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do anyways. But it was cool to see that the market actually thought that it had potential. What I've learned in this past day is like apparently you need a stud first. I don't know if I'm going to follow that. I might just jump right to the ring. We'll see what I choose to do. But very intrigued by this idea nonetheless. It's cool to get market feedback like that. And I love polls that are engaging like that, because people do like to voice their opinions, especially on passionate subjects like that. My God. People really hated it and people really loved it. One random thing my vlogs are forcing me to do right now is to shorten my message up. I am very prone to going on massive rants about all types of topics, but in this, I am very forced to summarize my points in a lot less time and try to get as much shit done as possible within that time span. It's tough. I'm struggling. I do not want to go to work at all right now. Also, this is cream. I think it's like royal jelly cream or whatever. But I'm trying to like reframe it and remind myself like why I'm doing it. And yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Love to see us today. I don't feel like barring. Also, I keep pointing down here and recording for comfortability. I need to do a better job of getting up here because it looks way fucking better. Some shots are just better like this for sure. Like walking into the gym, I don't need to like, hey, by the way. But like, in general, I think it's a good idea to raise the camera a little bit more if I can. So I'm gonna try to do that. A lot of these like data points will come as time goes on because I haven't edited yet, and when I don't edit, it's hard to get these true takeaways like that. All right, let's go to fucking work, shall we? Short shift today, thankfully. I feel so fucking dead inside right now. What a shift. I felt so lightheaded. I don't even know exactly why. Might have been from stress. I was definitely drinking enough water. All of it came really when I was drinking iced peach green tea lemonade. It was so strange. I can't fully identify what the fuck was happening, but it was different. And now I'm just gonna go home. I'm not sure if I'm needing to work out. My workout schedule this week is a fucking joke. I might just have to do Saturday and Sunday back to back because I just don't trust myself with heavy weights when I'm like this. So we'll see how the things go. Okay, I think I just finished my top 50 video. This is gonna be so weird to actually post this. I'm really hoping it doesn't get a copyright claim And I guess now it's time to start vlog stuff. And I'll just do some little stuff tomorrow and then maybe post it Sunday. I don't fucking know what day, but I finished it, so that's good. Even if I don't end up posting it for copyright reasons, it was good to get under my belt, and maybe I'll know what to do next time if I learn some lessons from that. We'll fucking see. Something I'm very not proud of today was an accidental slip up I had at work. I had encountered a transgender person, and I accidentally called them sir, and I'm like, oh my god, fuck. Because it looked like the person was transitioning from a male to a female, and I accidentally said sir, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what I'm, like, I tried to be super fucking kind after, because I just had no idea how to actually recover from that. But then I went up to her after and was like, yo, like, first of all, like, how was your drink type of thing? Like, did you like it? And they were like, yeah, like, loved it type of thing. And they were like super sweet about things. And then I was like, by the way, I am so sorry. And they were like, oh my god, it's totally fine. And they were like very understanding, and I just felt so bad. And I'm really glad I took the time to apologize, because it was like eating at me. But I'm not used to that. It's very new to me. And it's just like, that was the first person I've actually like met like that, or ever like properly talked to in real life. It's just something that's so foreign to me. So that was really interesting, and a very sweet human, I might add. So this is a growing period for me for that. I will have to get used to that, because it's just becoming more and more common as time goes on with our world. And yeah, but yeah, massive shout out to people who are transitioning or have already done their transition. I'm so uneducated on this stuff, as you can see, but shout out to those who are going to be very compassionate throughout it, because I was not trying to be a dickhead. Like, it was habit for me to say sir. So yeah, that was challenging, and I'm really glad I got to talk to the person though, because I love confronting things if I have the opportunity to, even if it was challenging, which it was. And it was also really sweet. She gave me a high five after, and it was adorable. And I like told her I hope she had a good rest of her day, and like, yeah. So I'm glad we left that on a good note there. Ideal cheat meal. Hi, my name is Josh, and I want to watch a movie right now, but I don't want to put in the time. So instead, we watch.
Yeah, let's be honest, guys. A minimum salary for
infotainment, because yes, I think it's just a good alternative. Then I'll accidentally get a little bit inspired, and then I will work on whatever I need to work on after. Good stuff. Also eating and pajamas. Love pajamas so much, and food. This is so interesting.
17 August.
I need to do more of this.
To place them into the Sony file.
This is literally me just coming up with some potential reworks of my project, because like my projects are a fucking mess right now. So trying to make things more organized. And yeah, make things easier on myself, essentially. Hopefully do things a little bit better this time in terms of organization and shit like that.
Holy shit, somehow we just acquired like 2, 3, maybe 4 pieces of content in a matter of like 30 seconds, real quick before Gary had to run to another meeting.
It is so different looking at things when you're in the process of doing them yourself. It is a completely different thing watching Daily V now, Weekly V, now that I'm doing this myself, because I'm like looking at things, I'm like, okay, how can I improve this as of like now going forward, instead of like pondering and strategizing way in the future. I am learning on the go and learning on the fly of things I can literally apply 5 fucking seconds from now that I have this newfound information. I'm also looking at things in such a different manner than when I previously was not vlogging. It's just a very different way I'm looking at everything now. And when you're in the game versus when you're not in the game is a very different story of how you're going to be looking at other people who are doing somewhat similar things. It's not about copying, it's about getting inspiration and using it to propel your ideas forward and make your ideas even better than what you are getting inspired by. That's so fucking beautiful.
Today's Friday.
I'm keeping mine way fucking basic, I think, for the start. Just because I want to get it done. Love you, Gary.
Which I'm excited about.
Holy fuck, I'm tired right now. So I just got out a bunch of ideas for content stuff. Feels very like, despite like I'm pretty fucking brain dead. First of all, it's like 4 a.m. right now, so there's that. I'm literally like half asleep. Although I'm finding that there's like some magic moments for brainstorming at this time when I'm like half asleep. Whereas I feel like it's better to analyze this type of stuff in the morning is what I'm finding. That's just a quick hot take as I'm observing my actions in real time. Hopefully gym and shit tomorrow. I don't fucking even want to go though. I'm also trying to give away my shift because I don't feel like working. Even though it's a short shift, I just don't feel like doing a close tomorrow. I would like 2 days off. So I was fucking around with this new app called Threads. This has been something I've literally wanted for such a long time, except not with just close friends. If I can do it with my story and DMs with everyone, this app is literally perfect for me because I do not want to start. I do not like refreshing my feed. I do not like looking at posts and all that shit when I'm trying to be focused and in the zone with content creation. That's why I love Snapchat so much, because I'm able to record and then send off without actually looking at anything. And if I don't look at anything, I can still like go back and check things when I'm ready to. Whereas like with Instagram, it's not like that at all. So I want them to incorporate everyone, and then I will use this app of Instagram. It's like basically essentially just reminds me of like Snapchat, if I'm being real. But in a good way. I think it's a massively useful tool, and I hope they come up with a version that works for everyone because I fucking love it. I can super see the potential here of why this would be useful to content creators, and yeah, I don't know, I just really like it. Hope they do that. Also, I have braces because I'm insecure about this right here because on certain angles it looks like I have like a black tooth, but it's not. I just have this darting out a little bit higher than it should and this a little bit too back. That makes sense. Okay, bye. Bruh, I just fucking woke up and it's 1 p.m. I mean, that's what happens when you choose to go to bed at 5 a.m., right? And I am one that would literally prioritize having an 8-hour sleep than sleep depriving myself if I go to bed very late. So yeah, anyways, hoping to have a good day, trying to give away my shift, hope it works. I don't want to go in right now, and I want to instead focus my time and energy on content shit right now. As you guys might know, I like to block out about 3 hours of non-phone usage when I wake up. And right now, I'm about to fucking break that rule because I need to get this fucking shift change. And one of like the asterisks I have with that rule is like if I need to make plans and they're actually like super urgent, then it's a good time to be useful. Like I'm not like fucking around. I won't answer other things. I'll just purely message this person if they reply. And yeah, 0. Okay, so I'll check back later, and then yeah, then we close down, and we go get some shit done, and I might have to fucking go into work, and I'm accepting of that if it comes down to it, but I just prefer not to. I do this because I don't like my mind being primed about anger, irritation, other types of things. I just want to be focused on whatever I'm focused on around what actually matters, and social media does not fucking matter at all. Despite me using social media as a tool, it is a big distraction. So I want to be focused and very deep into whatever I'm doing, and I want to use that time purposefully and learn and grow. And those like few hours in the morning, man, have served me so fucking well over the years. I can't, and that's why I continue to do them forever. And the only thing that really fucks with me is if like I have like a shift or whatever, and then it is what it is. I have to do the shift. But I love those days when I do have that clear time in the morning to get shit done, and today's one of those days, even though I woke up so fucking late, but I still have it. Thank you. Bless. For the longest time, actually, I had this bad habit of when I was coming up with ideas, I would start to like come up with random ideas that didn't actually exist. So what I'm trying to do right now is get as practical as possible with this possible naming convention in my interviews. I don't know if I'm going to call it perspective or a different perspective, but I'm trying out things. I'm using Tim's podcast right here. I'm using a theory of like if I was to have other people on it. Yes, it is kind of theory in nature and less like it's happened type of thing, but I'm just doing my best to try to project with real world data. And like if you look at some of these titles, what I'm trying to look for is like how this would work with SEO. I'm also trying to work with like, is this enough characters for YouTube? And I'm just like going back and forth and using letter counter or whatever the fuck it's called, lettercount.com. So fucking good. And as you can see, this like theory of like if I was to have 4 people on the podcast, everything, I'm not so sure I'd be able to have even like a catchy title like that, or I just have to remove names or something like that, and then it goes over and it's 100 max. So all types of considerations when you are coming up with a name, and I'm just trying to be as diligent as possible with using as many real world examples as possible, and using like what my quote unquote, like I hate the word mentors, but like what people I admire are doing, and just like using that for inspiration, and then ultimately doing whatever I feel is best at the end of the day. So I just signed up for like TubeBuddy Premium because I really just want to take my content to the next level. And it's like little costs here and there that I think are paramount to success on things like social. And here is me now. I need to update my picture so badly, my god. Same with everything branding. That's like part of the rebranding process right now. I need pics of me with a fro and with a beanie. Gang. But yeah, excited for all the keyword shit. It's been useful so far, and I want it to be even more useful. Alright, first time trying it like this. I usually just do sandwiches, but I don't usually do wraps, so I'm just fucking around and experimenting because I just like to throw in experiments in my day. I'm also about to do some coffee experiments. I'll show you that in a second as well. Here we go though. Here's the result. This works. Pretty good. This is a good alternative if I need to shake things up. I like that. And this is basically the equivalent to like an iced mocha without any ice, because fuck ice. I like this. Fuck. Mochas are delicious, goddamn. Experimentation is everything. Even if you fail, you still learn. But I won, I think, 2 times here. Even though that wrap doesn't have the best aftertaste, and I still like sandwiches more. But fuck, I love experimenting. Off to the gym right now, and today's main focus is going to be squats. I really want to continue improving my motion or range of motion, as well as like my form. It's just very key to me right now that I improve my squats, because I think they've been trash, and I'm going lighter weights so I can do that, and have been for the past 2 or so times. But yeah, so that's the main focus for today. And then I think I am taking my shift and going to work reluctantly, but I am going to look for opportunities and ways to make it a win. So, even though I do not want to at all. Yeah. That was such a good workout. Loved it. I had so many nice encounters. I think I had 3 good encounters with people and good conversations. And then crushed, like, with legs. I hit 370 pounds for 14 reps, which I was very pleased with. And I also improved my squat, upped it by 20 pounds, and then it also kept the form up going, and had some laughs, had some good smiles, talked with Bob, talked with Mike, talked with another guy. I was just pleased with the entire thing, and now I got a shift and also got a treatment during that workout, or right before that workout, and much needed. Thank you, Mom. Literally saved my life out here, and I feel really fucking good right now. So let's go crank out an amazing shift, and I also have to do some forgiveness work on said person who I may or may not be working with in a moment. Also, protein shake with fruit and shit like that inside. Gonna be delish. Honestly, such a fucking weird day. Like, that shift was something else. I almost cried at the beginning. I felt like betrayed about some stuff, as well as just hurt about certain things. Wow, what else can I say? And equally, like, a lot of great moments too. Also, I am so obsessed with Omar. I love him so much. Also, apparently I can't mention people at our store. So there's that in my content. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Also, I just don't feel like working at Starbucks right now whatsoever. But yeah, I'm glad I have Omar's consent to do so though, and I wish people would fucking talk to me directly instead of going through other people. Like, what the fuck? And also, I just wish people would honor privacy of what I say and not have to blurt everything out, and I just don't know who I can trust and who I can't. I'm struggling with that right now. Fuck, I love Omar so much, so he's the best. Corporate is just fucking annoying, basically. Is what I have to say right now, and I am not sure what I'm going to be doing with this going forward. Good thing is I just don't really give a fuck about Starbucks right now, and I will be transitioning into non-Starbucks topics. It was fun while it lasted, so that kind of works out well, but equally, it's just annoying when people try to limit me. Like, don't, because I'll fucking retaliate, honestly. But if you were asking to not be mentioned, I fucking honor that. My God, I do not want to put people in, even if it's mentioning my first name, if they do not want to be mentioned. But I just wish people would have the fucking balls to come to me and ask me that themselves instead of having to go through another fucking person. God darn it, that pisses me off. What's up, mother truckers? I am tired as fuck. It is 1:47. I went to bed at like so late last night, so I don't know, I just wish I was waking up early right now, but I'm not. Okay, so a little bit moody right now, but I've got Mom on it giving me a treatment, and I've got some coffee, so I was pop my supplement, like drink some coffee, and then it's time to reflect. I'm also not going on my phone today, because this is nice to do once in a while, just not go on your phone. Like, I'm in a type of space where this would be really useful right now, so. And also a big part of this is like, I just thinking over things like from last night. I'm just irritated with like manipulation, as well as like quote unquote unjustified feelings, and also power trips. It's just frustrating, very frustrating. Oh God, I feel so dumb at Starbucks, it's not even funny. Okay, also massive shout out to Arushna last night. She's a fucking G, and gave me some peace of mind in that moment, and basically was giving me like unpaid therapy for a hot minute right there. So thank you, friend, for helping me out last night. One thing you'll notice is I like start to look up a lot, and my eyes will go up as well, like this. And it's because you are accessing your brain and your memory at a different level than if you were to close your eyes, look down, type of thing. And when I'm reflecting, I'm inherently looking down. So I think it's just a good idea to keep in mind, if you're not getting anything coming to your brain, but you want things to come to your brain, look up it'll help you generate what is it? I think is it memory or coming up with ideas or something like that. Something like that. I mean, both are kind of related, but yeah, I would recommend looking up and trying that out for yourself. That was a really good reflection. No phone day, as I was telling you, but it's gonna be a very productive day. I have a lot of editing to do and catch up on vlog stuff. I've recorded 2 vlogs now, and I still have not really properly been editing. I've started, but like not deeply by any means. Also, by the way, my eyes look fucking gorgeous right now. Look at those beauties. I love it. And I look so hot even though I haven't even showered. Beautiful. That reflection was also filled with so many like tactics and like micro lessons. It's very interesting when the reflection comes out like that, because I'm wondering how that's going to be valuable to people when I record my actual content of reflections, like the piece of bi-weekly video and audio, because I usually focus on more macro lessons that are more applicable to a broad range of people, and they can apply like those macro lessons to their life. By the way, I'm so distracted by how good my eyes look right now. Holy fuck, I am in love. Beautiful eyes distract me on just another level. Same with lips actually as well. Like nice natural lips are just eyes and lips, man, I swear. God, I look fucking good. I like have a million tabs. Look at that. These are all literally just dedicated to coming up with a name that became strongly suggested. Like, what the fuck? And also take in the fact that that was only one window. There was a bunch more tabs than that, and I just use it all for inspiration. I'm gathering new potential perspectives and viewpoints, and then I ultimately just write a shit ton down and then select what I think is best at the end of the day. Or rather, what I feel is best. That's actually most important. So fucked. That's so cool. What? That song. I want to use that for my podcast. I don't know if I can though. That's fucked. It'll be like right after this. And then I'd fade out. Before that, because I don't want that in. As cool as that is. This is literally cereal godsend right here. This is like the first time I've had Rice Krispies in maybe 5 years or something. I literally am using half and half milk, I think. Or half and half cream rather. And it's so fucking good because I ran out of 2%. I'm just really blessed that because some days I will not feel like going to the gym. Right now is one of those times. I do not feel like leaving my house at all, so I'm staying in and working out. And I'm just grateful to have access to adjustable weights and potential home gym, quite like a quote-unquote home gym, even though it's not like the greatest home gym by any means. But I can still like lift pretty decently heavy for not going to the gym. So bless for that. Now I'm gonna go crush this fucking workout. Roll the fucking footage.
Let's go. This beat so fresh, I'ma go like.
Big breath before. Big breath before a big set. I'm obsessed with my chest after I do even a mild bit of chest work. Feels great on the tits. True though, very fucking true. If you know, you fucking know. I miss having a cat while I'm working out. Gotta love those workouts when you don't feel like doing it, but do it. Anyways, I just disappeared. But yeah, good workout. Honestly, not in the best mood right now. I feel like I'm just judging myself around this vlog because I have so much fucking content. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it down. I really just don't know right now. And I'm scared it's just gonna end up being shitty. And the reality is, the process is the ultimate win. And I think this might be what I'm calling this vlog actually. So anyways, like the actual series. I wish my hair came out like this always. It'd be so fucking nice. Except it doesn't do that. But I'm honestly noticing it drop the more, also I just look good right now. But I'm noticing it drop more and more as time goes on, which is what I thought it would do, but fuck, it's taking a very long time. It goes super fro right now. Okay, we Gucci. We got our tuna, which I am fucking obsessed with if you know anything about me. Of course, got the crackers as well. And a new addition to the go-to post-game, post-workout food for a shit ton of protein, except this is not really a ton of protein. Some though, definitely some. All right, so I'm just gonna leave you with the final thought of the week, and it's probably gonna be something that I turn into a podcast. So, and I just wanna ask you, what if it was all just about happiness at the end of the day? What if I never became famous? What if I never became successful as an entrepreneur? Would I be able to be okay with that? Or would I live the rest of my life feeling like I was missing something, like I was empty inside? Or would I be able to be okay with that and accept the fact that like I maybe want to achieve that? And like at the end of the day, will I be happy if I don't achieve that? And the answer was ultimately yes, I can be happy regardless of all those things. And I was wondering, like, why do we spend all this time going after things that ultimately at the end of the day don't really matter? Because you can have all those things are not gonna bring you those feelings. You have to have those first. I just have to come back and be happy with where I'm at right now and appreciate this breath. And like how good that feels. And I could never have another breath. It could end right there. And like what matters is if it ended right there, was I happy?